Okay, time for more Amstrad Action, as per usual. We'll get these last few games out of the way. So 4 left. So yeah, we'll start with Passengers on the Wind 2 for Infogrames. $12.95 cassette, $14.95 disc, joystick or keys. Infogrames have released a sequel to the innovative game based on a comic book with the imaginative title of Passengers on the Wind 2. Passengers on the Wind was set on the eve of the French Revolution and centered around Issa, Howell, Mary, and John trying to escape France and head for Africa. Disaster has struck the adventurers, and each of them has their own problems. John has gone completely around the twist. Howell is ill and could die, and Issa and Mary are exposed to the plans of the diabolical duo of Veru and Montague. Montague? The game is played in a series of episodes. Each episode begins with you trying to find the place on the screen where the characters are. In the first episode, the bridge is the place to fire on, and then the face of Issa will appear at the bottom of the screen. Any other characters present can be cycled through. Occasionally, the text in the window will go green, and this is an indication that you must make a decision. Depending on your decisions, you will affect how people react throughout the game. At the end of the first 5 episodes, the wise man asks you a riddle. To solve a riddle, you select the character that you think knows the answer. These rules are to keep you on track for the end of the story. Sometimes, if you move the cursor into the graphics screen, you can act in this area, and certain actions can be taken or objects used. The best example is pulling the trigger on a gun. Different tunes play in each episode, and all these sound good. The graphics of the characters are clear and colourful. The scenery itself is detailed, including the windows that pop up during the episodes. Colour is used extremely well throughout the whole game. One thing that really irritated me in the game is the cursor response, which is incredibly slow. I felt more like a spectator than a player of this game, as the characters appeared to just want me to press the fire button at the appropriate time. It doesn't appear to be any significant improvement in Passengers 2, so unless you are a fan of the original, you are unlikely to enjoy the sequel. Second opinion. I recall my words from issue 22 about the original game, the shape of the future for computer games. I also remember writing that this new game format still needs work. Unfortunately, I don't think they've improved upon it enough. There's more interaction, but the storyline still isn't clear enough for the player. I still think this is the shape of the future, but it may only reach its potential on the 16-bit machines. A good follow-up which will delight fans of the first game. Green screen view, perfectly playable, but the pictures don't look as good, of course. The verdict. Graphics 84%, good use of colour and detail, excellent Windows system for events. Sonic's 76%, varied tunes play throughout the game, no spot effects. Grab factor 65%, fans of the original will love it, but there is no real improvement in the format. Staying power 74%, 7 episodes to complete. You seem to have little control over the actions. A rating 68%. The original was innovative, but this fails to capitalise. So in other words, more of the same. Let's start it up then. Okay. Just what are they on? There you go. Off we go. Infogrames presents Passengers on the Wind. I didn't even bother to add the 2. Questions on the wind too. Infogrames. In order to win his bet to seduce Issa, Estienne de Varou can't wait to make Issa's friend get food poisoning. Abbot Forestier keeps up the correspondence with Saint Quentin, who remained in France. The abbot claims to have proof of Issa's nobility. If this was true, Issa and Hoyle would be able to return to France, totally safe. Is it really by chance that Issa is invited to go to the king of Dahomey's court? Confident that her friend Mary is Hoyle's guard, Issa sets off for Abomy with Veru, Montagre, and Captain Rabouth? I don't know French. King Capincla assembles the whites in order to hear the judgment of his wife's adultery. Owen, Issa's faithful slave, is convinced that the king alone can still do something to save Hoyle. But is it not a trap? After a few days travelling, Montagre's little group arrives at the court of the almighty King Capincla. You gotta find yourself. They said it was on the bridge. So bridge. Here's the bridge. Here we go. Well, I mentioned that. We should be singing, clicking everything. This is Abomy. You will only speak when the king tells you. You will leave Capincla out of your disagreement with Veru. Did I call on a beach sorcerer? Shh, he's the king. Here he is. Did you see that, Owen? The scoundrel was petrified. The king can do a lot for me, sir. The king appreciates that the whites have accepted his invitation. These modest gifts will show him how greatly we respect him. The king begs Monsieur de Montagre to accept his slave as thanks. Oh boy. Well, this is wonderful. We ain't really got much choice here, do we? The king is too kind. The king's temper is dreadful sometimes. You'll see how he punishes those who deceive him. We have to watch what we say. Did you see that? You see that? One must never make fun of a man. The king wants to know what the white woman is thinking. Say why you are making fun of Veru. Promise not to jeopardize anybody. A king who knows everything about what happens in his kingdom, the great king. king must know that my husband is suffering from a very mysterious illness. We'll keep the king happy, shall we? So I wouldn't let anybody approach me without a witness. The king doesn't like it when you make fun of him. His temper is dreadful. Who's this dude? Saying nothing though. Teresa, don't talk to the king. The king is very sensitive. Everything is over. We will never have his help or protection. Oh, what are we going to do now? Well, we screwed up already. Don't say anything. We have to go back to the port before tomorrow. He just sees nothing. We have to do something. We can't give up just like that. Saying nothing. Saying nothing. Saying nothing. Saying nothing. Oh, just a face. In this story, which bird is the symbol of honor? Oh, this is only a moorhen. The Africans cook it very well. Is that it? Did we lose? Did we lose? Oh no. That night, Viru, who is drunk, tries to hurt Issa. Fortunately, a boof arose in time. Okay. Where on earth in this picture is everyone? Oh, here we go. Madame, are you okay? You had a narrow escape. Owen came to warn us that he had seen Viru wandering near here. It's even more revolting than under the influence of drink. Can't you have him locked up? Yes, let's be careful. He is raving mad. White fool, he is very dangerous. He is drunk. He is very dangerous. Owen came to warn us that he had seen the Viru wandering near here. Who'd done that? We see that already. Click on... no. Oh, we've got more options. Oh, it will be better tomorrow. Oh, it will be better tomorrow morning. Lisa needs to be very cautious. What is saying here, Lisa? It's very dangerous. The one game to warn us you've mentioned that before. Because I find which option is the right option, right? He sees the same thing. We won't separate. Let's all stay together. Make progress. Oh, who's this? Someone done speaking. Oh. Oh. Oh, you don't want to talk. Is that face again? What is Alahosi's secret? Okay, I'm confused already. Alahosi? She is a Negro woman and a slave. That's not a big thing. Okay. Next bit, I guess. At dawn on the 8th of August, the group, accompanying the king's slaves, leaves Abomey. Fine, where they are now? Here, no. The tree. These things here. Oh, here we go. We'll soon be at the village. It is only a matter of a few minutes walk away. Where's my Misa walking? There's a chair here and Negroes to carry you. We will soon be at the village. Right. Yeah, you've already told me. Put a hat on, the sun is very hot. Yes, you're right, I don't feel very well. Uh-oh. Stay in the shade of this tree. We'll catch up with the others. Go down a bit. Careful, Lisa. It's dangerous to wander off. wander off and follow advice. I have scruples about being carried by men, even if they are slaves. Only Negroes, Melissa. Very used to it, you know. Okay, now we're in the loop again. Now what? Did I click something wrong here? No. We're stuck somehow. Oh, what's this do? You really have some strange ideas. Oh, shut up, you slave trader. Quietly, quietly, madame. Why is it too complicated? Lastly, who had the courage to get rid of the ferocious beast? I couldn't see very clearly from far away, but it was Issa who was holding the weapon when we arrived. What? Next bit, I guess. A few hours later, our friends stopped to spend the night in a village. This incident has delayed us a lot. What do we need to take a message from the king to the old chief? This is the first time that Kapingla made us do a detour like this. Okay, she won't stay there. These mosquitoes are terrible. Fortunately, I brought my mosquito screen. Ah well, good night. Yes, thank you. Good night. I feel really sleepy. It's very tiring walking when it's so hot. That's true. I'm glad I can rest at last. Oh sure, good night. I will be in the hut nearby if you need anything. do something here? My button makes the cursor disappear in some areas. Oh, help me! Uh-oh. Oh no! Things are happening! What's the matter, madame? Tom Tom is deafening me. Tom Tom? But I can't hear anything. You're imagining it. But I see, this must be the fever from the swamp. Keep quiet and sleep. But not saying anything. Oh, this dude. What a night! Restlessness, delirium, and bad dreams. But do you know why? It's a night when men venture onto the path of animals. Oh, that's it! Next bit. A few leagues from there, the St. Louis fort is sleeping. Mary has no idea that her husband, John Smollett, is roaming in the bushes. Bushes, you say? These bushes? These bushes. Those look like trees, actually. These bushes? No. These bushes. There we are. Hee. They didn't get rid of John Smollett that easily. Just wait and see, Mary. Francois. Oh, there they go. If they could see you at my door, there would be gossip. Oh, they're doing it again. Should you click it? They'll do it again. Can you believe it? John, get me back in Nora. He dead or alive? Oh boy. Sir, stop the stupid game. No, I'm inviting you to continue this beautiful night of love elsewhere. Francois, do something. Do whatever you see. Do something. Don't touch that child. If you really insist on fighting, dodge this! Uh-oh. Ah, Mary, this man is mad! Ah! Come on, that's enough. Follow me and nothing will happen to the child. I'll follow you, but don't harm the child. The child is ill. It's not wise to go out at night. Going to Fort William to see the surgeon. Help my baby! He wants to kill her. Ah! Only fools venture out into the bushes in the middle of the night. It was dangerous to walk in the swamps that night. Why? Zanganga. It's very dangerous. Okay. Next bit. After that eventful night, the group were relieved when they reached the fort. Is that in the 40, are they? Somewhere along here, right? Somewhere. Right there, somewhere, right? Somewhere. Well, where now? What part of the screen haven't we clicked? I know where they are! They're on the screen somewhere. In the sun, flying the birds. No. Where do we click? Well, no idea where to click. I guess we'll leave it at that. Playing for half an hour, why not? We'll move on. Next game is President by Addictive. $2.99 cassette, $7.99 disc, joystick or keys. Can you survive in the political world as president of a small country? This is another strategy game from Addictive, who brought us Football Manager a long time ago. The game opens with choice of which sector to explore. The sector is your country and has a random distribution of lakes as well as your first oil well. When you see a sector to your liking, then you continue to the next part, which gives you an option to save the game. You can now import a tank into the country to help in defence. The option to see an oil survey map comes up, and with this you can decide which are the best places to build an oil well. 4 options appear, and these are survey, build, destroy, and exit. Build allows you to build one of the following: an oil rig, anti-aircraft gun, storage tank, crossroads, not the motel, truck on road, straight road, and 3 crops. Oil rigs, storage tanks, and trucks are used to build up a supply of oil, which gives you some income. The anti-aircraft guns protect you from airstrikes. The road sections are needed to move your trucks, along the storage tanks and the crops are needed to feed your people. The population have to be fed, otherwise you lose popularity and the chances of diseases increase. Your popularity is also affected by tank battles, balance of payments, and by whether or not oil contracts are fulfilled. Your objective is to survive until the next election, which occurs every 2 years. When an election occurs, a running total of the number of votes you receive and those of the other 2 parties are displayed. If you win the election, then you can continue for another 2 years, but if you lose, the game ends. Graphics are very simple, but in this type of game you do not really need spectacular graphics. The sound effects are pretty useless and add nothing to the game. The gameplay is repetitive, but it does provide a tough challenge to survive the 2-year periods. A bit more thought could have made this a really good game, but it does not quite have what it takes. First day talent score: survive 2 years. Second opinion: it's one of the oldest ideas for a computer game there is, but I've always enjoyed economy simulations. This one isn't bad, but I found it a little too limiting in the options it gave you. The odds always seem to be stacked heavily against you, which doesn't help. Once again, a game that could have been better with just a bit more work on the gameplay. Green screen view: clear and playable. The verdict: graphics 42%. Everything is clearly defined. Poor use of colour. Sonics 22%. Boom is all you get. Grab factor 58%. Easy to start with, but frustration sets in as things build up against you. Staying power 76%. Once you begin to get powerful, things get a little easier. Waiting for election results to come in takes far too long. AA rating 74%. At a budget price, it's well worth a look. Okay. Now let's play it being president. Alright. President. President copyright Addictive Games Limited, 1987. Poor, medium, or wealthy. Select your country type, then fire. We start with poor, shall we? Explore the sector. Sure. Let's get going. We won't last long on here, will we? The UN think you are incompetent. Good to know. Length of dynasty, 0 years, 0 months. Country, poor. Total balance of pay, $0. Whatever K dollars are. It'll save game. No. Import new tank. Sure. Tank battle strength equals 2. Select movement direction. Orwell survey map required? Sure. Position the pointer. Survey. File size 40. Whatever KB is. So we'll build here. Which of these things is a thing? This anti. I don't know what these are. Well, sort of 0 kilo barrels. Okay. Opinion polls. Your party 50%. Moderate party 25%. Extremist party 25%. 1 hungry. 3 hungry. World economic forecast. Rapid growth. Cost of required gold at current price, $50. Bank balance 2,000. Buy required gold. Sure. All production. All production equipment, $50. Military hardware, $50. Food, $20. Total value, currency value index, 103%. Total cost, 116. Disease risk levels. Cholera, epidemic. Uh-oh. Position the pointer. Then press fire to spend $30 on health. Sure. That's just an outbreak. Oh boy. Next election in 23 months. You need some income. The UN thinks you are a great ruler. Well, they changed your mind quick. Length of dynasty, 1 month. Country poor. Put a new tank, sure. So these roads or what? This is you place one thing down. All in storage, 2 kilo barrels. Oh, we've got oil. We probably need to plant some crops. No contracts on offer. Spot market. Sell one. Woohoo! Nah. Nope. Give it where it is. The collar is back to epidemic again. Look at that. Still need to make more money. Is this game fun? Game score 323. The UN think you are a good leader. In the dynasty, 2 months. Country poor. Oh! Sure. Need some crops. It's a fruit crop, right? You can't build more than one in a turn. It's annoying. Also a wool supply contract. We need to build some more first because our oil storage got blown up. We should probably get that next turn, right? Leave that. It's gotten down in price. That's a cereal crop. No? No, we only got one for it's a fruit crop we got. No, it needs any more anymore. I guess everyone that wanted it is dead or something. Got some gold, sure. You start need to make more money. You don't think you're a good leader. Sure. One sort of 3 kilo barrels. 3 per month. Length of contract 4 months. Hopefully no one will blow it up, right? fruits too. We're losing! Hey look, we made money for a month. How about that? You even think you're a good leader. 4 months so far. Yay! Your contract's on offer. Cancelled. Oh. We're getting hungrier and hungrier. Sure. We're losing money now. You even think you're a good leader. Yeah, you've got some oil. 1 kilo barrel per month? Sure. No. Nope. We're not doing too well. You even think you're a good leader. After 6 months. We still need to build more fruit. Oh! That stopped it. Put new tank. Maybe we just got our asses kicked somehow. Back to the epidemic again. Everyone thinks you're a good leader, somehow. Ow! Blow through everything. Got plenty of tanks. Well, in storage, 0 kilo barrels. Cancelled. We need rice now, huh? Oh, geez, everything's going bad. Well, you even think you're a good leader still? Oh. Well, here goes that. Okay, you want everything now. Go build one thing at a time. It's really annoying. One thing a month. But yeah, this gets a bit repetitive after a while. I think this will probably leave it at there. Yeah, we'll leave it there. I think we've played this long enough. Just same thing over and over. Take a little while to get to an election. 24 months. We've done 7. So yeah, we'll move on. So, off we go. Next game. Indiana Jones at the Temple of Doom. US Gold. $9.99 cassette. $14.99 disc. Joystick or keys. I don't know about you, but I felt that the film lacked in substance and storyline and realism and enough of that. I also felt that the game at the arcades did as well. Did they copy it straight into the Amstrad, or did they have to change something? You play Indy, i.e., in his quest to rescue the children trapped in the Temple of Doom. Of course, whilst you are there, being somewhat of a hunter for rare artifacts, you must also rescue the stones of Ankara. Unlike the arcade version, you cannot choose from 3 skill levels. Apart from that, the rest is true to life. The thuggy guards still persist in following you everywhere, and magically killing you by walking into you. The Emperor still pops up every now and again to welcome you to his Temple of Doom by throwing fireballs at you. You still have your whip by your side, which you can use to break the locks on the cages, which hold the children, paralyze the thuggy guards, stop the fireballs, and make the Emperor disappear, and to swing across gaps by lashing it around conveniently placed pit gaps embedded into the, or pit props embedded into the stonework. The railway is your only means of escape and is as difficult as the arcade one. It just breaks in the line and the constantly ambushing thuggy guards. Whatever I said in the first paragraph, this is still a good game to get. The movement is not as slow as some of the other US gold conversions. The graphics are as varied on the real game, and the sound is just as good, except for the lack of speech. But then, what do you want? Miracles? Definitely one for my collection. Second opinion. I can't say I share Chris's enthusiasm for Indie and Friends. It's a competent multi-load game, but doesn't seem to have anything particularly special to recommend it. Doubtless it will pass some hours pleasantly for the fans of the film, but it isn't one for my collection. Green screen view. No problems. The verdict. Graphics, 69%. Lots of well-drawn characters. Lacking in good use of colour. Sonic, 66%. Brilliant effects, if you say so. Grab factor, 71%. Straight into the action as the guards surround you. Quick initial success by using your whip. Staying power, 74%. 2 different parts of the game. Gets repetitive and frustrating. There's 3 parts to the game. Definitely AA rating, 72%. Definitely a game you'll want to come back to. Huh? Let's go. What am I doing? Okay. Run disk. Converted by Paragon. 1985 Lucasfilm Limited. Begin your quest for the Sankara Stone. 1 and 2, Esther Pause, 1 and 2, very colour. CBC coding by John Prince. Fast Arts game. Good luck indeed. Here we go. Survive little falls, just like the arcade version. You can survive that. Quit. I remember this map. Gone around once now. Go up this ladder if I remember. Oh. And that happens. Oh, what? Really? Oh. It'd be nice if you stayed in the centre of the screen. It'd be a lot better. You don't have to get all the kids either. Again, just like the arcade version. Huh? Next bit. Oh! Game over! Game over! Let's try again. Oh! Really? Come on. Stage. Oh, jeez, I'm watching. Oh. I've completely forgotten what later stages are like, so... Seems to be where we're dying. Oh, but bats! How can I forget about the bats? Not this way. Bats! Oh! Uh. Ah, fireball. But yeah, that's the game. Do that over and over a bit, and yeah. I don't want to start again, but you get the idea. So it takes a lot of memorization. So to get through it, we need luck. So we'll move on. We'll move on. One more game to look at here. One more game. It's Transmuter by Codemasters. $1.99 cassette, joystick or keys. Yeah, this is going to be fun. In the distant future, the sun is a red giant, and men had to burrow deep into the heart of the planet's core in order to survive. Deeper and deeper men delved, and on the levels above, machines were left to guard the tunnels. A huge ship was created and launched into space, with what was left of the human race on board. Time passed, and now you return to spring the trap, which your ancestors left behind to make it safe for unwary travellers. It is a Nemesis variant, with a horizontally scrolling landscape, along with which you must fly your spaceship. Contact with any of the static or moving hazards loses a life, and you have to return to the start of the level. If you complete a level, a bonus screen appears on which you can boost your score. The next level then begins, and things get steadily more difficult. There is a slight variation with this game in that there is a row of icons across the bottom of the screen. These are speed, double, bomb, laser, add-on, and shield. To move through the icons, you must shoot as many aliens as possible. To select the icons, you simply press the spacebar. The graphics are some of the worst that I have seen on the Amstrad. The scrolling is jerky, and use of colour is not brilliant. There are some nice tunes, but the in-game effects are lousy. This is not up to the usual standards of Codemasters. I hope the next is better. First day target score, 5,000 points. Second opinion. Call that scrolling? It's like watching a learner driver clearing the clutch out. Stop, go, stop, go. The gameplay is passable, except for annoying features like returning to the start when you die. This one deserves some sort of accolade for the scrolling, so a grave it has to be. Green screen view, a clear view of everything. The verdict, graphics 28%, the jerkiest scrolling we've ever seen. Poor use of colour. Sonic's 35%. The tunes are tolerable. Effects are terrible. Grab factor 15%. Very old game format. Badly executed in all departments. Staying power 21%. Difficult game to complete. Far too many frustrations in the game. AA rating 17%. Bad game. Worse scrolling. Okay. Let's have some fun then. Okay. Yeah, I did have this game as well, so I'm familiar with it somewhat. This is about as hard as Nemesis is, at least. Program Ian Richards, graphics James Wilson. Joystick. Start game. Let's go. Here we go. This is jerky. Speed up. Oh, jeez. You move fast enough left and right, up and down, not so much. Here, at least the bomb. Thinking the speed up was a mistake. Oh, jeez. We got a little bomb. Oh. Yeah, this boss isn't... It's totally original. Oh, geez. Dead. Do the stage all over again. Oh, we get the checkpointed. Bonus level. Oh. Hopeless. No bonus for that. Oh, this stage. This game all of a sudden wants to be scramble. No enemies, just dodge, just move. Hope the collision detection doesn't screw you over. You bomb through that floor, that's fine. Do we face another boss? No, go straight to the next area. Laser. Oh, jeez. Should we get through this? Look at that. See you do it. Oh. Do it all again with no power-ups. Easier said than done. Oh, it's different. They changed it. Can't get through that. Cheat. Come on, give me a cheat. High score table is empty when you start. That's not correct. Pretty sure it's got a default high score table. Cracker's probably wiped it or something. Give everyone another go. Oh! Good start. Oh, jeez. Sometimes the game is just unfair. I'm not going to get to that. Them. Speed up. Use a bomb. Oh. Do it again, idiot. One more try. One more try. Yep. This is not going well. Oh, bonus level. Okay. Oh, hopeless. No bonus for that. You do this again. Else we can shoot it. This doesn't always destroy it. For reasons. Well, it's transmuter. So yeah. And we can move on. Okay. It's the last game, I think. Nightmare. Yeah, cheat mode's next. Yeah, that's all the games left in that issue. Let's read the rest of the magazine, though. We've got to get the Sugar Man, of course. Important. The new AMX Mark III mouse. Trap one soon. Nightmare. Your best ever Nightmare. Nightmare, the computer game, uniquely combines the best elements of traditional adventuring with some hot arcade action and provides puzzles and riddles of a varying nature not found before in computer games. Correct, 1987, Anglia Television. Game copyright 1987, Activision UK Limited. Cheat mode. All pokes and stuff. Iron Horse. Hands up, gringos. Justice waits on the old Iron Horse Express. Capture the frills and spills of the old prairie. The action is dynamite as bandits attack the train you guard. Another gripping arcade invention from Konami. Classic collection. Because we get requests for old pokes, which we obviously can't deal with individually. So from now on, we're going to reprint a few of the older pokes every month for anyone who missed them. If there's a poke you'd like reprinted, we don't do new ones to order, then let us know. We've got codes for Hacker 2. If you type in cover, you'll be asked for your name. A digitalized picture appears and you can make a hard copy if you have an Epson compatible printer by pressing the D key. Ooh. Roadrunner, another quick tip this time. If you hold down the U and S keys on Roadrunner title screen, the game will be in cheat mode and you'll have infinite birds. Pressing them again switches the cheat mode off. Druid, when you get a high score, type in Paul Hutchinson, and the next time you get a high score, type in the Covenant. You will then have infinite energy. We've got tips for the last 2 levels of Living Daylights, because I think they did the first 6 before. Cat Trap. Okay, we've got a solution for Cat Trap. The spaceport really shouldn't lose any lives here. When you start off, fire a few times into the next screen. They should kill any catmen who are there. Always fire before entering a screen on any level. If a catman does fire at MTED, duck and wait for the bullets to pass overhead. Shoot him before he shoots back. Don't hang about firing before you get to the bullet supply, or you could run out and get killed. Like, just shoot the fish. Okay. Simple. Shoot or dodge the asteroids and don't use rockets on catmen because you'll need them later. Play the Nemesis sequel, Salamander. Another gripping arcade conversion, Konami. If you ever had nightmares about falling helplessly into the depths of space, then imagine that space dominated by a tyrannical creature whose evil surpasses even your deadliest dreams. The Salamander. The subjects of its cruel regime await desperately to be freed from the horrors of the Salamander's slavery. You can free these unfortunate creatures only by annihilating this force of evil and destruction that lurks so monstrously over the edge of infinity. But if you don't... ... More pokes and tips. Armageddon Man. To decode intercepted messages, set the frequencies as follows. For Argentina, all of them apparently. If any 2 countries become very friendly, watch out because they'll either become close allies or nuke each other. Ooh. Level codes for Saboteur 2. Toots Corner. In the Barbarian poke last month, the letter I was used as a variable. We received several calls from people who thought it was a number 1. The offending lines are repeated below for a different variable. Frequently we receive calls in which people have mistaken letters for numbers, so here are a few tips for correcting any mistakes you may have made. 1. Remember that only numbers and the letters of A to F can be poked into memory. Hexadecimal, of course. 2. Always check that you have used the letter I instead of the number 1, or the letter O instead of the number 0. 3. Check that you haven't used a full stop instead of a comma in a data statement. 4. Type mismatch errors are usually caused by typing errors in data statements, so check the data carefully. 5. Out-of-memory errors can usually be corrected by changing the line with the memory command into the following. Memory 499 will be used as an example. Open out D. Okay. This should cure the problem in most situations. Floppy discounts. £2.99. If you use a floppy disk with stiff prices, we have good news. Amstrad now sells 3-inch compact floppy disks for $2.99. It's blank disks. We just get a budget game, probably even cheaper. Who's the most mischievous playboy in the entire galaxy? Freddy Hardest. And that's who, and don't forget it. Freddy and what's his name? You may not believe it, but he's a super sharp counter-espionage agent with a big appetite for entertainment, and there's nothing he enjoys more than a full-blown bruise-up. Now the trouble is heading his way. As you help Freddy recover after yet another crash landing to steal a spacecraft to freedom. Take on man-eating ants, reptiles, robots, mutants, and genetic throwbacks with Dynamics' latest Wonderman, Freddy Hardest. Spectrum $7.99, Commodore $8.99, Amstrad $8.99, MSX $8.99, $8.95, whatever. The Pilgrim. Greetings, wandering ones, and welcome to the hallowed pages of Pilg. This month is a bumper treat for Infocom fans in the shape of the Lurking Horror and Station Fall. If they don't scare the bullrogs out of you, then yes, Prime Minister and the verbosely vicious Sir Humphrey Appleby might. But for action and controversy, you can't beat the letters any hotter, and they would have burnt down the post office. The Lurking Horror, Infocom $24.99, disc only. GUE at a glance. Atmosphere 96%, interaction 92%, challenge 90%, overall 94%. Please note this is the highest atmosphere rating the Pilg has ever given. Ever. You beat your... You can hear in the distance a chuttering, crashing, scratching sound. The sound is louder now. It sounds like small animals. Is it rats? You beat your sweet Sally, it is! Frotz, old chum, and boy are you in for it now. For all those interested in experiencing a nightmare you can switch off, but which defies you to do so by drawing you further into its web. This game is highly recommended. Station Fall, Infocom $24.99, disc only. Steve Maretsky has justly acquired a reputation as one of Infocom's most inspired humorists, with Hitchhiker's Guide and Leather Goddesses on his more recent and renowned releases. He was also responsible for Planetfall and Sorcerer. Atmosphere 90%, interaction 89%, challenge 89%, overall 90%. Sure hope these games are worth it because they're expensive. Plundered Hearts. Infocom about to break new ground by producing an adventure in which the main character is a woman. And the target market is also female. About time to as far as this liberated crusade is concerned. The game has been written by Amy Briggs, who researched romantic fiction and 17th century costumes and ships to come up with a tale of love and adventure. The tale takes place on the schooner the Fondue, where your thoughts of your ailing father awaiting your care. Infocom expect the game to appeal to male and female adventurers. It's a very intriguing prospect, so watch the space for details of a release date. Masters of the Universe has come to life. Now you can live it as the conflict between good and evil continues. Masters of the Universe, the movie. By Gremlin. Amstrad $9.99, $14.99 disc, Spectrum $7.99 cassette, Commodore 64 128, $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc, Atari ST $19.99. Can't be bothered reading sideways. Yes, Prime Minister, Mosaic, $14.95 cassette, $19.95 disc. If someone builds a car out of matchsticks and then gives it to you saying, "Why don't you pop off for a drive?" Do you think that A, they're bonkers, B, you're bonkers for listening to them, C, they're not only bonkers but also to be blamed for wasting your valuable time? I only ask because I'm a bit at a loss as to what to say about this game. First and foremost, it's absolutely no good as an adventure, or even, I would say, as a computer game of any kind. On the other hand, like a car built out of matchsticks, it does have a certain charm. Once you've seen it, however, the charm, by failing to offer any real value, begins to disappear. Oh no. It's a multiple choice game, rather like the Adrian Mole programs done by Level 9, and also marketed by Mosaic. Oh no. Something horrifying and inexplicable is going to happen. Predator. Atmosphere 68%. Interaction not applicable. Challenge 20%. Overall 35%. Oh. Isn't like the game. Here is Predator. Bobsleigh. Fast action fun. Cassettes $9.95. Discs $14.95. Available for Spectrum, Amstrad, and Commodore 64. Bobsleigh is a spectacular simulation of a fast and dangerous winter Olympic sport. Equip your team, set up your bob, and go for the perfect run. Practice on all major tracks with an unrivaled feeling of speed and cornering until you're ready for the World Cup and Olympic Games. Join the Olympic team and go for gold. Not constructive criticism. We found your review of Rick Hansen in issue 24, September, of Amstrad Action, prejudiced, insulting, and unbelievable. For a start, Welsh outfit implies that we are non-professional, cowboy and rip-off merchants supplying garbage to the blind public, when in fact we've been trading as a fully-fledged software house for almost 3 years. Similarly, your side in brackets, according to Robico, infers that we are lying about our rave reviews given to our trilogy. The individual games for the trilogy were released from 1985 to 1986, and the 3-pack mentioned was actually released this year to great acclaim, not a year or two ago. Both comments could form the basis of libel action, and we would appreciate in future that you confine your comments to the game supplied and not to our company's reputation and standing. It seems obvious from your review that you assumed we ported a 32K BBC game straight over to the CPC. Actually, we have incorporated 10 new locations and added more puzzles, so the game is not a conversion, but a version. A summary of a review appearing in the latest issue of Computing with the Amstrad CPC is enclosed. As you can see, it paints a completely different picture of the game. Comparing cassette-based games with the likes of the Pawn is ridiculous. Robert and Mike O'Leary. Lanchashant. I assume that's somewhere in Wales. It's a pity they should feel that the only response to a critical review is to lose your temper. Of course, I'm not sure that you have lost it, but the points you make in your letter do seem to me to be entirely rational, and certainly not conducive of opening a debate about your game and my review of it in such a way as to leave room for an open verdict, or even for one in your favour. First, as someone with Welsh friends, and I know they, find your suggestion that the words Welsh outfit imply that you are supplying garbage outrageous. There is no such implication in the word outfit, and to attach that meaning to Welsh is simply insulting. If you have been treated badly by the English and have subsequently become oversensitive, then you deserve an apology. I will readily make that apology on behalf of all reasonable English people for such behaviour, of which I am guiltless except by association, but not on behalf of my entirely reasonable review of your products. Second, when a company claims to have received rave reviews for its products, which the journalist has not seen in person, it is standard practice to append the qualifier according to such and such. The inference that you are lying is in this case drawn only by yourselves. Thirdly, if you really cared about your products, you would seek to refute my review by drawing attention to their supposed strengths and not to my supposed weaknesses. Finally, the subjective opinion of yet another journalist who happens to favour your product is of absolutely no relevance to the discussion of my own opinions. Better by far for a few of the readers to write in and tell us what they think of your games. Let's hope some of them do, so that we can get some feedback from the people who really matter. Yeah. Sensible pricing. The CPC prices of Countdown to Doom, Philosopher's Quest, Acton, and Kingdoms of Hamel are now rescued to $9.95 from £17.50. Brian Kerslake, Topologica, Peterborough. Good move, Brian. That certainly removes the price problem. How about sending me a copy of Ashton to review? Computer music become a real performer this Christmas for only £99. Ooh. Epics. It's a compilation apparently. Epics. Make your computer talk using Amstrad Replay. The complete sound sampling package Replay is a sound sampling cartridge that plugs into the expansion port of the Amstrad 464, 664, 6128. It enables you to sample sounds into the computer's memory. These sounds can be played through the internal Amstrad speaker or through the hi-fi output of the cartridge. Samples can also be included if you're into your own basic machine code programs. The cartridge is not required to play the sounds through the internal speaker. Features 27K sample buffer memory, up to 6 seconds sample time. Allows sample to be included in your own programs. Echo function includes DigiDrum, a high quality digital drum machine with extra samples and a full drum kit of 8 sounds, which include a bass drum, snare, hi-hat open, hi-hat closed, etc. Samples can be used to make a kit. Comprehensive waveform editing, which includes reverse, overlay, copy, zoom, etc. Comprehensive ring-bound manual. Available on tape or disc. User programs. Replay comes complete with a ring-bound manual software on tape or disc. Prices only £41.95 on tape, $49.95 on disc. Don't forget the cartridge that comes with it. These are small ads, people selling stuff. Are you throwing money out the window? Like that, apparently. Why on earth would you do that? Have your fabric ribbons re-inked for only £1.50, or re-ink your own DMP1, DMP2000, DMP3000 by using our kit comprising of one spare ribbon, one bottle of special ink, and full instructions. Each ribbon will re-ink an average 40 times. Only £12, no, £10. Over 1,000 units sold already. It's 2 words, already. Send for a catalogue for over 3,000 titles for Amstrad CPC, PCW, PC, Commodore, Spectrum, Atari, Atari ST, BBC, MSX, Electron, Apple Series 2, Apple Macintosh. Got everything. Don't think they missed one. Maybe they missed the Oric. Budget soft. Burks. What is Burks? Snudgets. Snudgets. Apparently. First Byte software. The address system. Which new entertainment software is alluring, addictive, AA raved, and available absolutely free of charge on cassette or disc? Any one of these titles when you take out a subscription to Amstrad Action. Incredible but true! Subscribe to the leading magazine for Amstrad CPC owners and we'll send you your choice of one of the programs on the opposite page for nothing. That means up to £14.99 worth of software free of charge for disc owners. And people who ask for the cassette version of the game will also get a free copy of the famous 4,000 location epic Lords of Midnight. Retail price £8.95, making their savings almost £20. A 12-issue subscription to Amstrad Action costs £16.50 and guarantees a year's supply of your favourite magazine delivered hot off the press direct to your door. Oh, it could be the best favour you do yourself for 1988. Any one of these programs free when you subscribe, or buy them separately with a special price of $6.95 cassette, $11.95 disc. Highlighter pens, 3 for £1.50. That's what I wanted. Are they still selling a thingy? Yes, they are. They're still selling a thingy. £5.95, save £2. It's white dangles paper next to your computer screen and costs £2 less than in the shops. Yes, a thingy bought through Amstrad Action. 5.25-inch Mega Drive, now available in 2 types. Mega Drive 1, the full Mega Drive, 796K, formatted capacity under CPM Plus and MS-DOS, switchable 4080 track for MS-DOS, i.e. IBM data transfer, supplied complete with all software. Also does many other file transfers, £199.95, also available without file transfer software at £179.95. Mega Drive 2 for use under CPM Plus gives 796K formatted capacity with 128 directory entries, or 792K with 256 directory entries. Also give 173K with CPM 2.2 and MS-DOS, £139.95. 3.5-inch Mega Drive. Specification as for the 5.25-inch Mega Drive 1 will handle data transfer from 3.5-inch discs in many formats, including IBM, including transfer software, £189.95. Without transfer software, £169.95. 3.5-inch as for Mega Drive 2, £129.95. Cheap. Maybe. AmRAM 2, the definitive sideways RAM unit for your Amstrad. 2 16K user addressable ROM slots, 4 sockets for your own ROMs, software to copy any ROM to disk, full editing of any ROM battery backed up for up to 10 years. Available now at £69.95. Please add £3 postage, packing and insurance to all the above prices. Super soft discount software. Top 20 Amstrad titles at discount prices. Konami Coin Op. I hope that's a compilation of Konami Coin Ops, not just some random Konami Coin Op. Driller introducing Freescape. Spectrum Commodore Amstrad CPC cassette $14.95, disc $17.95. Mitchell, an abandoned moon, an unstable moon about to blow. Defense system set on automatic. Lasers that don't miss. Scanners that hunt you out. Mitchell is massive. The 3D presentation is spectacular. Sinclair user. A major breakthrough. Amstrad user. A new 3-dimensional reality. Wow! Crash. The driller experience is just like being there. Yeah, it's like being there. The phenomenon continues. Gauntlet 2, the mind-blowing sequel to the #1 smash hit, addictive, frantic, and packed with so many new features. It's a totally new game. Over 100 levels of pulsating action as you take on the powers of your favourite player, even if they're already in play. Discover the hidden gifts of the secret room. Come face to face with the fearsome dragon and watch out for the death curse of the evil It. Stun tiles, acid puzzles, force fields, and moving exits make your progress all the more difficult. But there are mystical amulets to be gained, which will enhance your powers to repel the monsters, walk through walls, or increase your firepower. You may even move some of the maze walls to your advantage. Corner 2 is not just a further episode of this enthralling crusade. There's a whole new experience in action-packed adventure. Ooh, Dagron. The mind-blowing sequel to the #1 smash hit. Spectrum 48K. Is that it? What happened to the rear view? We have no Sugar Man. Ah, we have no Sugar Man. Boo. I thought I didn't look. See Sugar Man. That sucks. Am I missing a page or is it just me? Only 2 pages? Seems right. Oh well.